Alright, what is going on? Welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today we are back with a video, which I've been talking about a little bit in the playthroughs. If you haven't seen those, then go check those out. The Moon playthrough. But today we're going to talk, as you saw in the thumbnail and title, today we're going to talk about Pokemon that should get Megas in Pokemon Legends CA. Of course, Pokemon Legends CA got announced about 2 weeks ago. I've been thinking and I've picked 5, sometimes a little cheating, but 5 Pokemon per gen. Sometimes it's 6 because 2 Pokemon go well together, and I feel like you can't give a Mega to one without the other, which you'll see in a second. But we're gonna go over 5 Pokemon for each generation that should get Megas, in my humble opinion. The designs will appear either here or here. And yeah, let's start with Gen 1. And the first one that should get a Mega is Dragonite. Because Dragonite is the only pseudo-legendary before Gen 7 that hasn't gotten any special attention. You got Tyranitar with Iron Thorns and his Mega. We got Salamence with Roaring Moon and his Mega. We got Garchomp as a Mega, Goodra with his Sui and Goodra, and Hydreigon with Iron Jugulis, of course. Hexorus is not a Mega, it's not a pseudo-legendary, as many of you guys may think. It's not pseudo-legendary. And then Como-O, Dragapult, and Excalibur don't have one. Excalibur couldn't really have a special form because he just got introduced. Dragapult only could have gotten a Gigantamax or a Paldean form. Not really necessary, and Como could have gotten a Paldean form, Galarian form, or Gigantamax, but did he really need one? No. But Dragonite is the first one, the original, and didn't have one. Would the stone be called Dragonite? Probably. Would it be annoying? Yes, but I feel like Dragonite just needs one, and this is a cool design I found, which I really, really like. The next up is the 2 Nidos, Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Such cool Pokemon, such a beloved Pokemon, which is weird that I didn't get a Mega. Of course, Nidoking, at least in my opinion, what I've found, like what I see and stuff, is more popular than Nidoqueen. So maybe they wanted to give Nidoking one, but didn't want to give Nidoqueen one, which is kind of weird because Nidoking is still very popular, but it's kind of like a primal, prehistoric version I found that's somewhere on the screen right now. That I think were very cool. Also, all links to the artists will be in the description below before you, so you can go check them out yourself. Next up is Arbok, which is a very cool Pokemon. A cool snake Pokemon, of course, Jessie had it in the anime, and it never really got some special attention, which I think is kind of weird. Most Gen 1 Pokemon have special attention at this point, and I feel like Arbok definitely deserves something. This is a fusion with Hydreigon that I found, but I think it's very cool, and I would like something like that. The next up is Golduck. This is a design I could find. It's not particularly what I was looking for, but I can't really ask artists to design something for me. I don't have money for that. But it looks kind of fits, kind of psychically, things like kind of whimsical. So it could have psychic type, but if he gets a Mega, I feel like his Mega should focus a little bit more on the psychic type. But he does need a psychic typing. Because let's be honest, we all thought Golduck was gonna be or was water psychic at one point in our lives, and it isn't. Give him his redemption. Give him his redemption. And last up is also 2 Pokemon, but you know they kind of go together. Is Mewtwo and Charizard Z. I'm kidding, don't worry. But it will be very fun. On one hand, I want it. On one hand, I don't. For the memes, hell yes. For reality, what are they doing? But yes, then Poliwrath is next, and I know Poliwrath got Politoed, so it got a little special attention, which I'm trying to get Pokemon who didn't get special attention. But I feel like it is deserved. Poliwrath, I used like in 3 playthroughs, like back to back in Rock Edition, Dark Rising, and I think in one of my Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke as well. Not sure about that one. And I really started to love it, so I feel like it deserves some extra attention. This is the Mega from Pokemon Insurgents. Actually, I might have used it in Pokemon Insurgents. That might be the one where I used it as well. I don't know. But it's a Mega from Pokemon Insurgents. It's very cool. Something like this would be very cool. Next up for Gen 2 is Politoed, because obviously you can't give Poliwrath one without giving Politoed one. There's also the Mega from, well, here, I guess, and I know. Either or. Yeah, there's also the Mega from Pokemon Insurgents. There will be a few more from Pokemon Insurgents, because they got some cool Megas. And yeah, I feel like it's very cool in the Cloud being a king, because he evolves to the King is Rock. Very, very cool. Next up is Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo, I always loved. Of course, in the anime, Brock had a Bonsly, whatever you want to say it. It evolved into Sudowoodo, I'm pretty sure. I remember that, yeah. So I think Sudowoodo, it's like, kind of like a gag Pokemon, so I don't expect it to really get a Mega. All the ones before this, I feel like, have chances to get Megas. Sudowoodo probably won't get a Mega, but I would really like it, and it's kind of like an old Sudowoodo guy. I think it's pretty cool. The next up is Skarmory, because most Gen 2 Pokemon were forgettable, but now got new evolutions and new things, which made them less forgettable. Skarmory is one of those Pokemon which is very cool and beloved, but never got anything. And this Mega I found is very, very cool, and I think deserves some love. And then next up, another one that's just like Skarmory, only single stage evolution. So just single Pokemon who didn't get anything new yet from Gen 2 is Smeargle. I'm just gonna stop pointing, but it's Smeargle. It will be on screen. It's a very cool Pokemon, very original. I think it's very cool, and it deserves some loving. And then last but not least is Octillery. And I know this is a Gigantamax that is showing right now that's a tank, but it's supposed to be a tank already. Just make it an extra cool tank as it's Mega. Just do this as it's Mega. Just make it a little smaller, and it's very cool. But there is a cool Pokemon which I think deserves some loving as well. Then Gen 3. We're going to start with Chiftry. It's very cool. Of course, Chiftry is a cool Pokemon. This Mega I found, it's kind of cool. Kind of like gets rid of all the white hair. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. I think maybe something better can happen, but I didn't really find much of Chiftry's Megas, but it's very, very cool. Next up is Torkoal. Torkoal is a beloved Pokemon of mine. I've always loved it. In the anime, Ash has it, of course. And it never really got some special attention. So I feel like it should get a Mega to get that special attention. And this is basically like all the designs with Torkoal, just like the smoke coming out. I think it's very cool. Then Flygon, also from Insurgents. Of course, Flygon needs that Mega. Everyone wanted Mega Flygon, so I can't really make this a list without getting it. I never really cared about Flygon personally. I never really cared that much about it, but I feel like it would be a crime to not put it on this list. When everyone wants it. This is from Insurgents. They did it, of course, because everyone wants it. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool design. They did a good job, so yeah, Flygon it is. The next up is another duo. It's Seviper and Zangoose. Zangoose is I've always loved so much. It's such a cool Pokemon. And underrated Pokemon as well. And the Seviper is very cool, also from the anime with Jessie. This Mega Seviper looks very cool. Its face is just awesome. Zangoose is just Zangoose Mega that I found is just like a little bit like tinting up it, like taking its original design and maybe like do a little extra with it. Nothing too much, but honestly, some are the best Megas. Like Mega Lucario is one of my favorite Megas, and it doesn't change Lucario too much. Just like the Zangoose, it just makes him a little bit cooler. Very nice. So yeah, these two kind of go together since they have the rivalry going on. I don't think I said the word right. Anyway, rivalry going on, and very cool. But you can't really give Zangoose one without giving Seviper one. So that's why Seviper is also here. And then next up is Tropius, of course, a beloved one-stage Pokemon as well. That needs a Mega. It just needs one. Just give it a Mega. Give it some loving. And this one is very cool that I found. Then on to Gen 4, starting with my favorite Pokemon of all time, Luxray. I need this thing to get a Mega. This one is very cool. Good that I found. But yeah, it just needs a Mega, man. I need a Mega. Like, I was like, okay, doesn't get a Mega, doesn't get a Mega. In Legend Arceus, Brilliant Diamond Time Pearl, I was hoping for something special, a special form, a Syrian form, or something for Luxray, and we didn't get it. I got it for Arcanine, which was cool, but we didn't get it for Luxray. Luxray needs some love. Give my man some love. I need to have a cool form and give it Dark type, because it deserves a Dark typing. And the next is Gen Mega, which I know Flygon is going to be Bug Dragon. I'm pretty sure the Mega from Insurgents is Bug Dragon, because everyone wants Flygon to be Bug Dragon. I feel like Ground, I mean, honestly, with Flygon doesn't really fit that much anymore. It's more that it starts as Trapinch. But I feel like the real Bug Dragon crime, like Flygon I can see, but there's also Ground, there's Bug, there's Flying, there's Dragon that you can give, there's like 4 typings. But with the Mega, it is very cool and it's needed Bug Dragon type. And in this Mega, you should need to give him that Dragon type. The next is Gliscor, one of my top 10 favorite Pokemon. Not quite top 5, but top 10 favorite Pokemon. I love this so much. And the anime was amazing. And it deserves a Mega. This is one of the Megas found, once again, not going too crazy with the design, just bettering some things, making some things cooler with like the black and the red coming in. So very cool. Next is Spiritomb, also from Pokemon Insurgents. Quite a lot of those. There's only a few left though. Not that's a bad thing, but it stops at like Gen 5, I think. That's Gen 6, but not Megas from Gen 6, I think. Or at least not that I took. Anyway, Spiritomb, very cool on-stage Pokemon. I feel like they could definitely give that a cool Mega, like this, with like hands and stuff. And the last is Carnivine. Also, my love for it stems from the anime. And I was like, okay, let's look for a Mega. I don't know if it will have a Mega. Some of these were pretty hard to find Megas for. Like, let's see. And this one came out, and this is the most awesome, maybe the favorite Mega that I found out of all of these. looking at them. Probably the favorite mega out of all of it. Well, there's one more that's very, very, I really, really like. But of all of these, probably my favorite mega. Because it just looks so awesome, and I need this thing to happen right now. I need this design, like, hire this man, Pokemon, hire this man. Link in the description below. Once again, yeah, very awesome, and it would be amazing. I don't think it would get one, since Gardevoir is not that popular, but man can dream. On to Gen 5, starting with Zepstrika, also from Pokemon Insurgents. Yeah, just awesome electric zebra. Electric is my favorite type, so I love electric types. Excuse me for the sniffing. Yeah, it's just really awesome. It's really, really awesome. I love it. And this one's not even the best one. The only problem was that I found like one of the Pegasus ones, which is a popular thing that people want, with, like electric wings. But the artist wasn't there. It didn't have a like watermark, and the link didn't really go anywhere. So I didn't want to put it in here to not credit the official artist. So I put this one since I know that's from Insurgents, and I know I can go wrong there. So that's why that's there. And next was Heatmore, because I couldn't find a cool Mega Gigalith, which I think is very weird. Because I feel like Gigalith would have a lot of megas. Heatmore is one of the most underrated Pokemon ever. I love it so much. But people, you can't really get it in black and white, so I get it. But it's such a cool design. I love it. And people really underrated it. But this design is pretty cool. So hey, let's go. The next up is Excadrill, which I found this one very cool design. Excadrill is such a cool Pokemon. Sadly, I never really used it much, because it's ground steel type, of course, and for ground type, I got used to another Gen 5 Pokemon, my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, Crocodile. Which this one is just so awesome. The chains, the black thorns, it's so awesome. I love Crocodile already. This just makes it so much cooler. It reminds me of Killer Croc from the Batman games. With chains, it's very, very cool. The Arkham Batman games specifically. It's so awesome. I need this thing to happen, like right now. And then last but not least, it's also an underrated one. And that's Rodigan. You might expect Hexorus to be on this list for Gen 5. Thing is, there's a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon. There's 153. Most Pokemon introduced in one gen. And only one got Mega, and that was Audino. So there's a lot of Pokemon that should get Megas. In this order that are like there to get Megas. But I feel like the Rodigan is always underrated, with Hydreigon being there and Hexorus being there. But Rodigan is such a cool Pokemon. I've always loved it. And with this Mega, once again, just accentuating some of the best bits, making it a little bit cooler. I think it would be very nice to get this. Now on to Gen 6 with my fourth favorite Pokemon. Of course, my name is Pokepanda4. So if there's a Pokemon that's a panda, of course I'm gonna love it. Give it a Mega right now. Pangoro. It's very awesome. Got a full bamboo in its mouth right now. Got a little buffer. It's amazing. Chef's kiss. Next is Howlucha, which was kind of scared for, because I put Howlucha on the list, because I love Howlucha. It's my fifth favorite Pokemon ever. I was scared, because Howlucha is such a perfect Pokemon. Perfect color scheme, in my opinion. Perfect typing, flying, and fighting. So cool. They did it perfectly, in my opinion. Might just be like a perfect Pokemon. Like, I mean, Luxray, Arcanine, Toxtricity, and Pangoro are higher than it. And it's really just for my love for this Pokemon and like using it. And those designs are also like perfect, honestly, if I would think about it. Pangoro is the only one that's been like a fight. Howlucha and Pangoro used to be a fight, but of course the love for Pandas slightly brings Pangoro over it, but it's very close. But this Mega actually does like a good job of like making a Mega Howlucha. I was kind of scared that it would like ruin it, but this honestly keeps it pretty good. So I think this would be pretty cool. Next up is Go-Goat. Once again, pretty underrated Pokemon, I feel. Of course, it made its return in Gen 9, so that was the first time it was on the Switch. And first time it was available in the game since X and Y. So now, of course, it's X and Y Pokemon itself, so give it some Megas, because Gen 6 never got Megas, so I feel like now they will bring Megas to Gen 6 Pokemon. So yeah, give my main Go-Goat a Mega. Next is Heliolisk. I always feel like Heliolisk could have been a little bit more, could have gone on third evolution, and this shows what third evolution can be. Just make it a little cooler, which Megas should be, because I mean, if a Mega goes like overboard and changes too much, then it can get very bad. So I feel like that's just better. Next is Noivern, who is very awesome, an awesome Pokemon, once again, who just accentuates some of the cool bits, make it more awesome. Such a cool Pokemon. I love Noivern, it's amazing. Anime, once again. Also with Howlucha, anime stems from anime, also just like design-wise, but stems from anime as well. Love their relationship, as like Howlucha being the big brother of Noibat and then Noivern, very cool. Then on to Gen 7. Yes, we're almost done, 3 more gens remaining. Starting with Vikavolt, and this one I found I don't actually think will happen, but this is just Vikavolt as a jet. who doesn't like that? It looks awesome. I don't think it would be that. I think it would be something very different if they would do it. But I just saw this and I was like, I have to include this in this video. This is awesome. Next is Salazzle. My favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. Not for that reason. But yeah, this just makes it... This over here, I still have no idea. Should have decided before this video, but yeah. Salazzle, this just makes it look like a queen. Which means it can only be female Salazzle. So I mean, yeah. But this just makes it look like a cool-ass queen. Like it's gonna wreck your... Like it's leading us like a whole horde of Salandit and Salazzle. Very, very cool. Next is Mudsdale. I couldn't really find too much Mudsdale. This one I found. It's also like mirrored my camera, so it's also not helping. But like Mudsdale, because I'm pointing to... yeah. Anyway, because this is one I found. I couldn't find too much Mudsdale Megas. I always love Mudsdale. It's one of my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon, but here it got Fire type. I mean, sure, give it a Fire type. Why not? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool Mega that I could find. The coolest one I could find, at least. The Palisand here, it's another Gigantamax. I'm pretty sure I can try to find it now. If I'm like right in front of me. But it's just a huge, just a bigger castle. It's very cool. Pretty sure this used to be a Gigantamax. It's supposed to be Gigantamax, but just make it a Mega and solve that. And then next is Mimikyu. Very cool. Obviously, Mega Mimikyu needs to show what's under the Mimikyu mask, and this does a perfect job of just having this demon ghost, and just have that Mimikyu or Pikachu cosplay laying by the side. Now to Gen 8, we got Cramorant, which, I mean, you might not expect to see Cramorant on this list, but I like it. It's a goofy Pokemon. I never used it because I used Inteleon first, and only other time I played Sword was with the Type Block, which I didn't get to use Cramorant, which was sad. Actually, I did get to use Cramorant, and I got one-shot or something in like the first battle. Sad times. But Cramorant's very cool. Is this the best design? No, but the other designs I found weren't really that good. I found one design which was like a Gigantamax with Railroad in his mouth, which I thought was cool, but yeah. I do think if I do give him a Mega and keep his ability, it should be like... Because now it's Aracuda and Pikachu, it should be like Barraskewda and Raichu, just like a Raichu in his mouth. That would be very funny. Next up is Graplox, which is also an awesome color design, awesome Pokemon. Very, very cool. And this Mega just accentuates some bits, makes it a little cooler, very nice. Moving on to Dragapult. Very cool, of course. And another one that gets a Mega. Another Legendary that gets a Mega, sorry. Just give it more things to shoot from and make it a little cooler. Perfect Mega. Next is Greedence. This is a Gigantamax design once again. But Greedence, I love it. Everyone hates it. I don't know why. I love Squirtle. I love Greedence. Do something with like the berries and things that's like coming out. Because he stuffs too many. That's pretty cool to me. I don't know why Greedence gets hates. Hashtag stop the Greedence hate. And the next is Phalanx, which I thought... Originally I thought like just make them like bigger soldiers. But then I found this design, which is Gigantamax once again. But then I found this design, which is basically the Taurian horse. Where they're like inside it, and like it's like a Taurian horse, which I thought was very cool. Cooler than those, than just making them like 5 bigger gardens in a row. So this one actually is very cool, and I would like to have it. And on to Gen 9, 5, final once again a Mega. Beginning with Scovillain, I think we were all a little disappointed in Scovillain. Because it's the first fire grass type. So you want to love it. But then it just kind of looks... I mean, it looks alright, but it feels like there's something missing. So this Mega just giving it a third head, making the other one's hands. I think it's pretty cool. I think you can do better. But this is basically what I expected from like a Mega or like an evolution. This also is normally an evolution. This was made to be an evolution. But I just still like it. It's very cool. Next is Spidops. Spidops is underrated. Everyone likes low kicks. No, Spidops is better. Screw you. This is a Mega Spidops. Cool Tolban. That's what you call it, right? I hope I didn't offend anyone. Cool mustache. Amazing. Talk about mustaches. Next up, Cloth. You basically gave him a mustache. I just think Cloth needs a Mega. Couldn't really find much because Gen 9 and only been out for like a year. But they gave him a mustache. I'm down. Next up, Tinkaton. What is better than one big hammer? 2 big hammers. Mega Tinkaton. Here we go. I never used Tinkaton or Cloth or Scovillain in my playthrough, but they're pretty cool and they deserve some Megas, I think. Next is Bramblegas, also one that I didn't use, but I think is very awesome. And this is a fusion with Tangrowth. But I feel it's very, very cool. That's what I would expect to get, like some limbs on Bramblegas, so that's why it's very, very cool here. That's why it's here as that fusion, because that's the best I could find. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this beautiful video. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And if you agree with my picks, which Pokemon do you think should get Megas in Pokemon's Legend CA? Let me know down in the comments below. And I'll hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.